Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and a new episode of Let's Talk About It. So I've decided to start a new series on relationships. So that's going to be relationships with your friends, family, partner, significant other, etc. And we're just going to be talking about different topics relating to those relationships. And so in this episode, we're going to be talking about mums and the various pressures that they put on us. I kind of want to get a different perspective about these kind of topics. So every other episode, I'm going to introduce someone else to you. So today, I'm going to introduce to you one of my good friends, DIOR'S, and find out her views on this topic. Okay, so this is Dior.
Hi.
We've been friends for quite a while, since university, and I wanted to get her views on this topic.
Because I got a lot to say.
So, yeah. But firstly, we're going to be talking about finances and how some of our parents rely on us to basically sponsor their life. And this kind of came from a topic that we was talking about the other day on the phone. It kind of came out randomly. As it does.
We always start talking about one thing and then it leads
to onto everything. What's the meaning of life?
Yeah, it's deep.
So you were sharing one of your experiences, and this was the first time I kind of heard this kind of thing.
It was more about the conversations I'd been having with friends and what they were saying about their parents, and it hit me that it was, I'm not sure about other cultures, but amongst Africans, it's like once you hit a certain age, your parents expect a lot of money from you to, pay rent and all that type of stuff, and then B, they expect you to start funding them.
Right.
As in, instead of them giving you money, you're giving them like lunch money and little bits and pieces to help them, like their Oyster card. I know my mum always says to my sister, "Hey, give me money for my Oyster."
Really?
Yeah. Like, she says it in a bit of a jokey way, but if you give it to her, she's not going to say no.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just thought, wow, like a lot of young people are experiencing kind of being, I don't know, the roles have flipped.
Reversal. Yeah. I think once you're old enough to get a job.
Yeah.
And you're making money.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then when you're in your 20s and you're making more money than them, that's when it kind of becomes like, whoever's making the most money
has to pay. Yeah, and it's like a lot of my friends don't even tell
their parents
how much they really earn. I don't know if you guys can relate, but they don't tell them the truth because their parents start doing calculations. And you know what? Parents' calculations never involve tax. So they would take your salary as it is, break it up by 12.
Yeah.
And think
no car insurance, none of that stuff, never. Phone bills,
Forget
nothing.
Me getting out of my friend.
Yeah.
Gotta help my mum out. I don't know, and I find it weird that how like our parents are on average like 55, let's say, and we're 24. At 24, how can I be earning more than a 55-year-old?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's weird how it's changed. But we was talking about like how it's different. In traditionally English families, the parents usually do have good jobs.
Yeah, they have careers.
They have careers,
and that's where the problem starts and ends. A lot of Africans and Caribbean parents don't have careers, they have jobs. And they're living month to month, which also means they don't have savings.
Right.
So if anything goes wrong, if maybe the gas bill is usually 200 and it's 300, your mum's coming for you because she just doesn't have it. And it sounds crazy because it's only £100, but if you are living paycheck to paycheck, that £100 is a huge difference, you know?
And I think it's because like our parents were kind of brought up to survive as opposed to thrive. And
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Take that. So we're always on like survival mode, and like you said, paycheck to paycheck. So they weren't really brought up thinking future and future funds for us.
This is the thing, their future began and ended when they got to England.
When they got here,
a lot of the time.
That was their goals, goals.
That was
life goals.
Hashtag goals. Like, if our parents had Instagram, the moment they landed, they would have taken a picture and it would have been like, hashtag goals, life made. Like, done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was it for them. Even I asked my mum all the time, like, what was your goal coming here? Like, did you want to study? Did you want to... And she brushes the question off because she thinks I'm being a know-it-all.
Right,
But I genuinely feel like that was it.
Yeah.
Like, I come here and... Do you know what? The second hashtag goal for them was having kids in England.
Yeah.
You know, having a kid that's got a British passport, that's born with a British passport, who can go to uni and work and do all these things that they couldn't do. Found hard. Yeah. And that's it, which is kind of sweet. Because they did it for us.
Right. Now we do it for them. But then it comes to a point
where... But we're not at a point to do it for them.
No, we're not. Not yet.
We're still... A lot of us are still living in deprived areas,
right,
council flats, all that type of. So we're not even in that position yet.
Yeah.
And how are we gonna get there if instead of me saving £200,
I'm giving you £200.
I'm giving it to my mum?
Yeah.
How am I gonna get my own place? Like, I'm lucky. My mum doesn't. Well, I don't live with my mum, but if I was living at home, I don't think she'll take that much off of me. No. I think she'd want to.
Yeah.
But
I don't pay that much rent, and sometimes I miss my rent, and she doesn't come for me. She doesn't come for me, but it's like, obviously I want to be able to contribute because I'm eating the food. I'm not paying for food. I'm not paying for light. I'm not paying for bills. Yeah. So I want to add something. I want to contribute, but I think it becomes a problem when they demand it.
There's a difference between contribution and
taking your whole paycheck.
Yeah, exactly, and the idea that what's yours is mine.
Right, yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Attitude.
You live with me, so your money should be coming back into this house. It's like, but what about my future? Yeah. And also because the parents don't have savings. Yeah. The kids haven't been taught to really save.
Yeah, so we haven't been taught, and that's another video, like, finances and stuff. Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about it in the future.
We should.
But
I think that there is a fine line between feeling your parent kind of making you feel guilty. And burdened to give them something, and the other side of the coin, which is, do you know what, I love my mum.
Yeah, I want to do it.
She needs a break. Yeah. Let me treat her. Right. And let me treat her within my means. Yeah. You know, because we're never going to send our mum on a £6,000 holiday. Yeah. That we can't afford.
Right. But if you can afford it, then go ahead.
If you can afford it, absolutely, because you only get one.
Fine line between respect and taking the piss. That's the way that I see it, to be honest. And they gave birth to us. They carried us for 9 months. Like, they've wiped our bums and stuff. And I understand that completely. But there comes a time when we need to now save. We need to now hustle and set our hustle up. Because I can't wait until the time that I'm able to give my mum whatever she wants. Right. And it's going to be a joy. But while I'm grafting now, be easy. That's all I'm saying. Just be easy.
You're never going to get to that point if you don't save and live. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I'm constantly giving to you now, I don't know, your mum just needs to believe in your long-term vision. And my long-term vision is I need to keep this money, not even in my pocket or in Topshop or whatever, in that I can't be giving to you so much now. Yeah. But when the time is right and this money has grown or this money has flipped into something else, then you can have anything you want. But because they're so drained and kind of weighed down by their situation, they just see the child as the only person who can save them. Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure how it is for other cultures. It may be the same for different cultures and stuff. But that's kind of what we see. But then at the same time, I have a colleague who was English, and she wants to buy a house with her boyfriend, so she's saved up hard, and she managed to save, I think, like £13,000 in 2015, and her mum helped her. Her mum was actually saying, here's £50, go shopping, or here's £100, go out with your mates, because she saw how much she was sacrificing. I feel like that's what the parent relationship should be. Yeah. You know, but it's actually flipped, where we're having to say, Mum, here's £50 and go in, you know. Yeah. And it's not treating, it's almost like, I feel sorry for you. Yeah. Basically, which is quite unfortunate. But so it's definitely, I think it's a black thing. It's the thing that black people experience the most. Yeah. And we have to start with go deep. Yeah. And then come back up. Resurface.
Obviously, you want this video to be positive and stuff. So obviously, you want solutions and stuff. And I feel like a big thing is communication. I feel like a lot of our relationships, all relationships are lacking these days because there's no communication. Like, your mum doesn't know that you are feeling under pressure, and you kind of feel like you don't want to tell your mum because that's your mum. You don't want her to feel sad or mad. You don't want her to feel those emotions. So we kind of hold back, and we just take all of it. You run away to your friends and and you can blame. So I feel like we just need to start with communication, and that's communication with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think absolutely true. Do you even sit down in the front room with our parents for an hour with no phone?
20 minutes.
It doesn't happen. So they don't know what's going on in your life, and you don't really know what's going on in theirs. Yeah. Like, I'll be out like the whole day, and I'll come back home, and she'll be like asking me how my day's been and stuff, and I realise to myself that I've missed a whole day. I don't even know what's happened, and sometimes if she's told me about something that's going to happen in a day, I'll ask her how did it go. But that's how deep it is, deep it gets. And she has to tell you before you...
And then she goes to bed, and then wake up in the morning, we repeat the same cycle again, you know, so there's not much time to communicate.
There isn't, like, even... just today, my boyfriend was saying to me that he went out with his dad couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And his dad looked at him and was like, "Oh, I didn't know you let your moustache grow." And he was like to his dad, like, "What? What do you mean?" His dad was like, "Because I don't see you."
You don't see each
You
other,
know, it's that deep.
Yeah.
Literally, like, he hasn't even had time to actually just look at his son's face. Yeah.
That is so
We're
sad.
always on the go.
That's so sad, isn't it? Because when they're little, you're like, they're growing up and you get to see every little change, and then get to an age and you're just like, you're out.
And then when you get in, they're either asleep or whatever.
Asleep, yeah.
So yeah, we need to make time for communication. And not just, oh, I'm going to try. You have to be very, if you want the situation to improve, you have to be very deliberate about it.
And I feel like parents, when they nag at you and they complain at you about being on your phone too much or not doing your chores or doing something, it's because they, inside they're saying,
it's a cry for attention.
It's like, I need my daughter back. I need my son back. Like, why are they more interested in their friends, in their technology? Can't they just have a decent conversation? I feel like sometimes our parents don't want to be vulnerable and tell us like they miss us.
Exactly.
So they'll just yell at us and be like,
they haven't been raised like that.
They haven't.
As well. Like, love is shown through anger and aggression.
Yeah.
I'm doing this because I love you.
Yeah. So communication will kind of like dispel all of that, because we think like they're mad at us or they just want to annoy us because we're on our phones all the time. But sometimes they're just like, come spend some time and talk to me.
Or they don't even know who you are. So they don't even know how to get the best way to get through to you.
That is so true.
So they're shouting.
Sometimes we don't even know them.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally.
Sometimes I stop to myself, I'm like, okay, my mum had me around about 30.
Yeah.
What was her life like before that? And I do sometimes I ask random questions and stuff, but it'd be so nice to sit down and be like, who are you, mum? What job did you have that my mum used to do?
Your mum's favourite colour?
No.
Yeah, I don't know mine.
Like my mum used to go like, I used to work in Harrods and stuff and blah blah blah. Yeah. Is it? And I used to be like, what? I'm like, Harrods? You work in Harrods?
So stylish.
Yeah.
So like mad style. They had all their clothes like custom made and everything.
And when I wear something, mum be like, oh yeah, I had that back in the day.
With that stomach, yeah. Because even when you look at their body shape now, you're all
you don't realise.
So grumpy. You're like, how were you ever my age?
Sorry, mum.
Fun? Yeah.
Grumpy mum.
Grumpy cat.
Grumpy cat.
Sip
some
tea.
water.
No, we are so late.
So with communication and stuff, like there are some instances where your mum doesn't like your boyfriend and stuff, and what do you do?
Okay, I think we've got it all wrong.
Right.
Because we meet a guy, we start dating, then we fall in love heavy. Some people start the relationship after that or before. It's a bit messy. But long story short, you're in a relationship with a guy, and then after some months, when you're so deep in, when no one can tell you nothing, that's when you bring him to your parents to say this is the guy. You know, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because your parents always have a way of sensing stuff. They just read people, and they just, you know, they get their vibe from more than you can, because you're in this. Your eyes are clouded over with love, or what you want.
Yeah.
So we should act, as soon as you meet someone and you start like the like is like on a very minimal level, that's when they should actually be meeting your parents. And a lot of people are going to disagree. Like, I don't want to bring everyone home.
Or
blah, blah,
that's
blah.
old fashioned or whatever. But what we was talking about communication, I think if you have that relationship, like my cousin had that relationship with her mum where she can just bring her boyfriend home because like they've already had that relationship.
Exactly.
But because we don't have that relationship, we kind of feel like we do everything on our own anyway. And it's nothing to do with you. Like my sister had a boyfriend and no one knew it. Like my mum didn't know anything.
So normal,
but she's so secretive anyway. But I think there was one instance and we was at a restaurant together, and my sister was like on the phone to the guy, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend said hi," and my mum was just like,
hold up,
what? We know you're a sneaky little shit. What? We don't know that. We don't know that bad. But we just don't talk and stuff. That goes back to communication. And I think with that whole situation, I feel like you should listen to your mum, what she's saying, hear her out. Yeah. They're not always right, but you should always give them the benefit of the doubt. Right. Like listen. Maybe they're sensing something that you don't actually see.
You don't see. And my mum's not really like that, because I've always been really open, as in I'd always bring my boyfriends home, like from early.
Me,
just
never.
Coming, really?
Never.
No, like, because I really like.
Not that I had a boyfriend anyway.
I just like to do nothing. Like, let's be in a situation where we're doing nothing, just watching TV.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see how we get on like that. So they'd always come to my house, and my mum would be there, and she'd say hi, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes we do bring the boys home or the girls home or whoever, and our parents don't even get involved.
Yeah.
And
true.
that might be the case for you, but what I would say is prompt them to.
Yeah.
Like, say, okay, this is who I like. Like, let you open up. Like, these are my feelings right now. I'm beginning to like him. Like, what do you think? Or
right,
next
and get
time
some counsel on it. Yeah.
Like, kind of, because my mum was probably quite awkward about that. She probably thought, I'd rather not have that conversation.
Right, yeah.
But if I really wanted her to, and I showed her how important it was to me, then that's when, over time, she would
warm up.
Yeah, warm up, and then next time you come, she'd ask him 1 question, and the next time 2 questions.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't live with your dad. It makes it so much harder. If I was in that situation...
Like you said, hear them out and stuff, innit?
Yeah,
hear
definitely hear your mum out. You have to hear where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Hear where her advice is coming from.
Yeah.
What don't you like about him?
What don't you like about him? What is it
I don't like
the
way he dresses.
Yeah, that's stupid. Tell us, mum, please.
That's fine. We can get him new clothes. But if she says, I don't think there's respect.
Yeah.
Or he spoke to you in a way that I didn't like.
Yeah, or his job isn't like, he's like a
what does he
trap
do?
star or something.
Or, yeah, exactly. Or what are his plans?
What's his plans for the future?
Yeah, and if he can't... No, I love him! Girl back.
Go back.
Involve your parents.
Yeah.
Don't let your parents take over your relationship.
Sometimes your parents may be trying to protect you, but sometimes they may be trying to like
overly protect you where it's too much. They have to they have to be able to let you go and make your own decisions. And and I'm a firm believer in like giving your child freedom, because I feel like it worked for me. Because if my mum told me this is the direction I want you to go and you must do not go to left, do not go to the right, do not even look that way, I'm gonna be like, I'm not even going to be myself anymore. I'm going to be my mum. I'm going to be my mum. I'm going to be making her decision because she told me to. So I feel like it's so important as parents to let your children go, guide them in the right direction. But if they're going to go to the left or to the right because they have their own mind, they have free will. And you know what? Like, we have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
We have to, exactly. Because sometimes you have to learn the hard way. And as much as we're promoting you listening to your parents and stuff. Yeah. I don't want anyone to be controlled by their parent at this age.
No control, no. Yeah, especially at this age, Or if you're even younger, like my friend says that her mum doesn't trust her, she doesn't want her to go out anywhere. Like, she just, like...
That's too much.
Her mum's just overbearing and treats her like a child, and she's like 19 years old, and it's like, no, you're not a child. Yeah. Once you go past 18, no one can tell you what to do.
I think once you start working and earning your own money...
Once you have your own money, you're a responsible adult. Even if you don't have a job, you're 18, you have your own mind, you're fully developed.
Exactly.
So we're not advocating disrespecting your parents, but just not allowing them to control you.
Yeah. I think that's sound advice.
Sound. Your parents want respect, but they should also... respect you as well. And I know, being around loads of Nigerians, their parents are so like, not all of them, a lot of their parents are very ignorant. Like, they will say something, you may be incorrect, but even if you're incorrect, you don't say nothing.
They're wrong and strong.
They're wrong and strong. And it's just like, sorry, I'm Caribbean. Another thing, I don't even think it's anything to do with being Caribbean, maybe just being English. Like,
You're not English. You're British.
Being British, I just feel like I have a voice, I have my own mind, and mum, you can be wrong, and I'm going to tell you in a respectful way that you're wrong, and I'm not going to listen to every single thing that you say, because it's not the Bible, you're not God. They can't handle it. And I feel like it's a disrespect.
Yeah, that's it, you're just talking back.
But like, sometimes you're not talking back, you're just responding, and it's like, you can't respond. That's not a conversation then.
No, it's...
In university, our parents obviously want the best for us, and sometimes it's not that they want the best for us, they just want to be able to boast on us and say my child's got a degree, or
put that picture up,
throw the hat at graduation, all that kind of stuff, you know. And like, they're not thinking about us and our happiness or what we actually want to do in life.
I was lucky because my mum and dad never really pressured me to.
Same.
Yeah, I'd always liked fashion. They said, "Hey, do it. That's what you want to do. Do it." You know, what course? They didn't even know what course. They'd be like, "What course are you actually doing?" But some people's parents, they don't care about passion.
Don't care.
They don't care about skills and interests.
Don't care about
paper. Exactly. They care about recognition. What job role is going to give you that recognition in life? What job role is going to command respect? What job role is going to change the beginning of the name? Yeah, exactly. Doctor, exactly. Lawyer. Barrister. Honourable. That's what they love.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't fault them because though doctor, lawyer, barrister, whatever, all those jobs, they bring money.
Yeah.
And ultimately, our parents want us to be successful, and success equals cash.
Cash, yeah.
Stone cold cash.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, okay, if my child becomes a doctor, she will have money.
Right.
And that's and I feel good too because I've raised a doctor.
Right, yeah.
So it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's on us to educate our parents about the creative industries.
Especially creative industries.
Because in their
sometimes they don't get it, do
yeah,
they?
it didn't exist. You can't blame them. Again, they don't know about these types of things. It's very much a new kind of way to make money, to earn a living. So if you want to do something creative, I think it's on you to educate your parents on how far it can go.
Right.
Even if you have to, I know it's extreme, but my dad loves presentations and spreadsheets and all that kind of stuff. He's extra. Do a presentation for them. Show them. If you want to be a blogger, do a presentation of 10 successful bloggers and how.
Everything.
Facts, everything.
Facts only.
Show them. Yeah, facts only. It's all we deal with right now. So show them like, look, this is
viable.
Yeah, it's viable, and I can survive, and not even just survive, thrive in this field, and that's what I'm passionate about. Look at this person I've met. Look at that person.
Yeah.
Show them your YouTube channel if you have to. Look at the comments I'm getting.
Yeah.
Really bring them into your world.
Right. Because I feel like my mum's only just now getting what I even do. Yeah. And even sometimes, like a few years ago, my grandma would come round and she'd be like, "You're not going to work today? You've got any work to do? What are you doing today?" They feel like I'm just like literally just sat home chilling and stuff and just being like a lowlife. But I'm actually working from home and stuff. So, and I feel like they are interested in when they see the numbers, when they see the attention and stuff, they do get a bit excited. Yeah. And the opportunities and the free stuff and all that kind of stuff. The free stuff, they love it. They love it. So educate them. Because some parents are so strict on you must go to university. I don't care. You can do creative afterwards, which is true.
It is true.
You can do it afterwards.
But if you have a clear plan.
If you have a clear plan.
And you know what you want to do.
But even if you don't know what you want to do, I would encourage a gap year to find yourself. There's apprenticeships, internships, everything you can do to kind of
art and design.
Yeah. To kind of find what we want to do. So even educate them on that, on a gap year. Educate them what you're going to be doing. Have a plan for that year, and it should be. I mean, if they still say fingers crossed.
Wish you the best.
If they still say no, then sorry, Bella, go to university, get your degree, and do it afterwards. That's it. Yeah.
Everyone was born with a skill, with a talent, with a purpose.
Yeah, and it's on your parents to harness that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Encourage it.
And they may not feel it because it's not theirs.
It's not theirs.
So don't let your parent diminish your purpose. That's sad.
That's really sad.
A message to parents: keep loving on your kids, but listen to them.
Listen, if you want respect, give respect. Open communication is an amazing and beautiful thing. Start early. If you've got young children, start early because that's the only way that's going to feel natural. Because sometimes even going to your parents now and trying to have a conversation is a bit like, where do we start?
Deliberate about it. If you
have to be intentional.
If you want that great relationship, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be comfortable at all.
No, it's going to be
You're going to sit there, your mum's going to ask you a question.
And you're going to ask her questions.
Oh God, I don't want to tell you this.
But
tell them, be honest.
Because most of the time we're just lacking that relationship. And it feels so good to be able to talk to your mum about everything and having that support.
Exactly.
But sometimes your friends can't even,
they don't know any better than you.
Yeah, they don't know any better than you. And even though they support you, no one supports you harder than your mum and your own family. And sometimes it feels like your mum doesn't support you, but it's just because
they don't understand.
They don't understand you.
Like they've had us.
They've had us.
Our parents have had us for 24 years.
Yeah.
Over 24 years. Do you know how much things change?
Yeah, things do change.
Sometimes your parents are even mad that you're not that person you used to be, but introduce them to the new you.
Hey! Introduce them to the new me.
This is one quick last point. If you don't have your dad in your life, or you don't have your mum in your life, find someone who can represent that for you. Yeah, like an uncle or a friend who's old.
No, you know them uncles.
Not those uncles. Not those Facebook uncles. Real uncles.
Yeah, real uncles, aunties.
Or good family friends.
Mentors, pastors, people in your church.
Yeah, but I think it's important to really have
a mentor.
One strong male and one strong female that really guides you.
It's all about guidance.
Why we're supposed to have two parents?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, let's not even get into that way.
The other video.
Daddy issues.
Was like mini rock.
Yeah.
The other video.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave your questions below or your suggestions, your comments, or let us know if it helped you and stuff. And definitely check out DIOR'S new channel. She's got a new video out. You can tell yourself for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Pepper Talk is a platform that is for young creatives, anyone that wants to get into fashion, interested in fashion, wears clothes, wears underwear, whatever. It's about bringing you into the industry and supporting and encouraging your journey, giving you all the insider information, interviews, and the whole shebang. And it's called Pepper Your Talk. Peppered and be ready. Be ready for the industry, because I wasn't. Yeah. And I worked in the industry and I'm out. Well, I'm still in, but in a different way.
In a different way, yeah. And I'm going to be on the channel as well, so make sure you guys subscribe. And that video is coming soon about my journey and stuff. And this video is definitely long, so we're going to go now. Bye! See you guys next time. Mwah!